You're enjoying Morning Cheer with Jerry Williams and Teresa Daly on 104.9 WIHS.
Well, good morning, and we are here in the studio with some very wonderful people that are serving the Lord in music, and we've got a great event that we're going to be talking about, an evening of prayer, music, fellowship, and refreshments, especially with a group called Heart Movement. We're here in the studio with, from Avery Heights, she is the director of marketing, Siobhan Mattingly. Good morning. And we've got a vocal, percussion, and writer of music, Damoy Porteous. Did I say that right? You're in the group Heart Movement, and Ayesha Jackson, who is the co-founder, you rock girl, of this group. And thank you so much for coming. And I'm just so delighted. Now, we know this is it's going to be at Avery Heights in Hartford, right? Yes. And let's see, I did a bad thing. It would be nice if I gave you all, say good morning to everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
See, Jerry, I did it too. Okay, so Avery Heights is assisted living.
Independent assisted.
Independent,
and memory
which
care,
means we have seniors in there that know the Lord, and they've weathered storms, and they're saying no to the devil, and they could probably teach us a thing or two. So, first of all, I'd like to say welcome and thank you for coming. Siobhan, could you just give me how long have you been there? Your brief testimony, because we have three of you.
Yes.
How you came to know the Lord and et cetera, and how long you've been at Avery Heights.
So I've been at Avery Heights for 4 years. I absolutely love it. It's an amazing senior living community. I've been a Christian now for like 20 plus years. I go to the Heart Church with these wonderful people here.
Heart Church.
Heart Church, yep. I absolutely love it. And back in March, I actually went to a worship night, a big event, and the music, I was going through a tough time. The music just like healed my soul. It just went right through me. And then I was like, I want more of this. So I went online and couldn't find more of it. Ayesha texted me and said, come to our worship night. I went. It was in Manchester. It was amazing. I said, this needs to be out there. This needs to be live. And then I was like, did nothing with it. And God just kept tugging at me. Fast forward to, Easter Sunday, I walked across the room. I said, hey, do you want to come to Avery Heights and do your, do the Heart Movement and do a worship night? And I was so nervous, and she said yes. And here we are. Here we are.
There you go.
I'm really grateful, and I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay, Ayesha, thank you.
Yes.
And is it your birthday today?
It is my birthday today. Thank you so much.
Do you? God bless you.
Thank you. Blessings all around.
God bless you. I'm not going to ask you how old you are. But please, you are the co-founder of Heart Movement.
Yes.
Could you give us a brief testimony on how you got saved?
Absolutely. Well, I'm originally from Northern Virginia, and God brought my family with my husband and myself and my 2 children here to the Hartford area. We were full-time ministers for about 15 years. So that's how we ended up in New England. And music has always been a big part of my ministry. And I was so nervous. I said, Lord, it's a pandemic. We moved in 2020, and I didn't know where I was going to find a music community in a pandemic. And God led me through the internet to a great studio. And we just started creating, and I just felt like creators just started coming to me. So Damoy is actually one of those creators. I was working on a project, and he remixed one of my songs, and he said, can I perform it for you? And that was just, it's history since then. Like, we've just been working together, writing, and that's how the group came to be, honestly, is people just kept coming, and it's just been a blessing.
It's
been
like the
amazing.
Lord drew them, right?
Literally drew them from the corners of, of New England.
Exactly.
Okay, Damoy, you write music.
Yes.
Okay, and you do percussion, and you sing. I think I got on YouTube, and I heard your voice.
Yes, thank you.
You have a very rich voice.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Yes.
Can you share a little, your testimony about the Lord and then how this came about? And then we want to hear what's really going to go on and what is your vision, all right, regarding this?
Sure.
Yes. So I know you can hear from my accent. I'm from Jamaica. So I moved here.
I can hear.
So I grew up in Jamaica, and Jamaica, West Indies. And that time I was agnostic, and then I became full atheist at that time. And in those moments, so I was even creating music as well. And then after moving to the States, I asked one of my aunts, like, hey, I keep hearing about this Jesus. Like, how do I know about him? And then read through the Bible, then started to learn about Jesus, the book of John. Then I was transformed because I was like, okay, now I know who you are. Now I need to find you.
Wow.
And then a couple years later, what God did, he just re-inspired me to write for him now instead of writing secular music. And that's how, you know, I met Ayesha. And then after that, we just started working together. And then we're like, she's like, I always wanted to start a group. We're like, let's do it. And then that's how it happened. That's how Heart Movement was.
So how many shows, concerts, and or worship shows have you done so far?
I want to
How
say-
long have you really been together now?
We've been together for 2 years.
Okay,
so
so you've got a lot under your belt, I'm sure.
Yeah, we released our first project in 2023. So if you go on our YouTube page, you can hear that. And 2 of those songs Damoy wrote, wrote one of them as well. And we just collaborated. And we've done, I would say, worship nights and concerts about 4 or 5. So it's funny. We just thought, oh, we'll just do a concert to release our album. And then this cry for worship music started to rise up. We hadn't planned on doing worship nights, to be honest. We didn't really know what we were going to do. But it became very obvious that what God had planned for us was so much bigger than what we had planned for ourselves.
And we know what the word says about the Lord inhabits the praise
of his people.
Yes,
absolutely.
Aren't you really excited? You know, senior people, they've reached a time in their life. Well, it ain't over, okay?
Right, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I didn't hear the horn blow yet. Okay, there's a lot more stuff that seniors and people that are older have been through. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so you're going to go there and inspire them. It does say it's a powerful, uplifting worship night led by Heart Movement, a very passionate group, and I really see it in their faces that you are dedicated to creating a space of authentic worship.
Absolutely.
Tell me, how is it that when you get your music or your words, do you take from your experiences, or are you getting them from the Word of God? You know, can you share with that?
Go ahead.
Regard that.
Go ahead, Damoy.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Damoy.
So
You're a writer,
say,
aren't you?
Yeah, so Ayesha and I have different processes. Like for me, it's out of inspiration. I could just be walking or just see something and then just start creating. So many times the instrumental is in my head. Like everything is there and it's like, okay, time to flush it out. But what I do, I make sure to test what I'm writing or what I'm getting against the Bible with the Bible to say what I get. I say, okay, what is this in Scripture? Is it biblically sound? So I always try to. So there are times I actually write a song and I put the scriptural reference there just for me. Like, okay, I reference this from, you know, for Samuel or wherever it might have been come from. But the writing process for me is like inspiration, or it could be half where I write something. It could be 2 days. Sometimes it could be 3 months.
Did you write the song Mercy?
Yes, he did.
That's what I listened to this morning.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. For those of you who are listening, how could they listen to you on the internet?
Yes. So you can go on our YouTube channel, or you can try. Our website has links to all of our music. So our website is Heart Movement, and that's HeartMovement .bandzoogle.com. So BANDZOOGLE.com.
How many do you think seniors? This is open to the public,
It
correct?
is open to the
Could
public.
you share
So
that?
it's about 75 people total that we can take, and you do have to register at averyheights.org, and we're super excited,
And they have to super register. That's what I call it, super register.
Yeah.
Could you give that address?
Yep, it's averyheights.org.
That's easy.
Yeah.
AveryHeights.org.
And you can also call us, too, at 860-953-1201.
Very good.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you this question, too. It's going to be a night of music and worship. Are you going to have personal workers there for those that might need prayer? Or maybe, I don't know if they practice laying out of hands or praying for healing and deliverance. Can you share a little bit how you've got that prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to partner with a wonderful pastor. So I live in South Windsor, Connecticut, and him and his wife have been doing amazing ministry work there. So I asked
what's
him,
his name?
His name is Paul Bochidadi. So
Bochidadi,
yes. They're amazing. They're very influential in our community, and they have personally ministered to my husband and I, you know, transitions and things. So he's going to come. He's going to speak. He's going to pray over people. So we're definitely going to have, and like I mentioned, my husband and I were full-time ministers for 15 years. So
in what? Just music?
No, not just music. Evangelist, women's ministry leader,
Wonderful.
mission work, lots of things: ministry, teen ministry, youth ministry.
Yep.
Bereavement, so run
you're
the
going to be
gamut.
very experienced.
Yeah. And my career before I was a full-time minister was actually working at a senior living facility. So I did that full-time right out of college. So Avery Heights is a very special place for me. It's like a full circle moment because, you know, God has always really brought me back to the senior community to minister. And so we're definitely, like, some of the people that are there are going to know me because I come there, but it's just going to be really special.
Have you ever, I sang with the Truth Band, so I'm getting excited about what God is doing in your life. I can just imagine, you know, the excitement. When you sing, do you ever feel the Lord's pleasure on you? Can you talk about that, how you feel the Lord's presence on you when you're singing? Because that song, Mercy, is very beautiful.
So you mean that song particular or just in general?
Just in general.
Just
or
in
that
general.
Song,
so
whichever.
that song is interesting because writing it, but it's like I did not perform. I was there in the studio, but when I'm performing, I usually give myself over to God.
Amen.
In the sense where it's like I just want to say, okay, God, I want you to speak through me, not because it's already written, but how can I embody the song or whatever we created? Like how can I portray that in the lyric? How can I emphasize words? And then, you know, that's what I try to do every time. So it's me worshiping, but also bringing people into that worship as well.
And Siobhan, didn't you also say that God touched you with the music?
Oh, definitely. It was so healing.
And how God just, you said he drew all these people together.
Kept tugging at me saying, you got to do this, you got to do this.
Is that right?
Yeah,
you could share more about that. You know, there are a lot of people that are listening that don't know, you know, God's leading.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you know that
It just keeps creeping, it kept creeping in my head.
So
Every time I listen to music, and I was like, and we have this beautiful, huge Adams room at Avery Heights, and it's empty on Saturday nights. And then all of a sudden, like I said, fast forward, I see Ayesha walk by me at Easter Sunday, and I'm like, okay. And I walked over. I walked over. So
Isn't that nice?
It is amazing, and it's all just came together. That's what's really amazing. That God just kept working.
Too, because I mean, Siobhan is uniquely gifted in administrative gifts, and you know, artists don't tend to be the most organized. So we're probably the exception. We're also business people, but you know, she's an incredible.
How you came to that?
Yeah, literally. So she has been such a great addition to our ministry because her gifts and her talents are uniquely filling spaces that we don't fill. And the timing of it is really, really perfect. Like where she's uniquely positioned even at Avery Heights.
Well, I've enjoyed so much hearing about this, but we want to recap now. It's an evening of prayer, music, fellowship, and refreshment.
Refreshment.
Now, taste and see the Lord is good, but there's going to be refreshment. It's live worship that's going to stir your soul. Join them for a powerful, uplifting worship night led by Heart Movement, a passionate group dedicated to creating space and authentic worship and connection. This is going to be a special evening that's filled with a live worship, prayer for personal renewal, community healing. That's important. Fellowship, perhaps with old friends. Not just the aged, but you might meet some old friends. And refreshment. So whether if you're seeking peace, inspiration, or simply a night to connect, these people are doing a great work. It is indoor, correct?
Yes.
It is free. And would you give the address of Avery Heights?
It's averyheights.org. And it's 550 Avery Heights, Hartford, Connecticut, 06106. I don't know why I gave the zip code.
And the date?
The date is September 27th at 6 p.m.
September 27th at 6 p.m. Once again, I'm in the studio with Siobhan Mattingly, the Director of Marketing at Avery Heights, and Damoy Porteous, I love that name, who's a vocalist, percussion, and writer of Heart Movement, the group, and we have the co-founder or the founder of the group, Ayesha Jackson. Any last minute things that you'd like to share? All of you. We'll start with Siobhan.
Well, it's definitely, I want to let people know that it's for the public. It's for everyone. It's for anyone that needs healing, restoration, and just wants to be among community. And I'm so so grateful that God used me to help this to happen.
Yes.
We're delighted to have you here. And
Yes,
Ayesha.
I do want to say that this is intergenerational. So you will see young people, teens, like my daughters are teens, they're going to be participating. So
You're going to rock
please
the house. I can
come
smell
and
it.
enjoy. And for people who maybe are not sure where they're at in their faith, but they just love live music, we want you to
Amen.
come. We want you to be ministered to and enjoy yourself.
And Damoy?
Yes, thank you for having us.
Oh, we're so delighted.
yes.
We are
I'm so excited for this night. I know we did one recently, but every worship night, it's just always amazing. It's just great to be there, great to be in the presence, people, fellowship, and refreshments that we have. But thank you so much for having us.
104.9 WIHS.
You're enjoying Morning Cheer with Jerry Williams and Teresa Daly on 104.9 WIHS.